What's up, y'all? BossMack in the building. Good game all around. I came to get down. Kissing babies and shaking hands, man. I'm out here doing what the fuck I got to do out here. Making that brack open, and you are now experiencing the world famous BossMack podcast. RNS, y'all. RN motherfucking S. Oh, yes. Today is a beautiful day. I'm happy as fuck to be up in here doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but good game when I come around. BossMack, topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. Whoa. Yes, it did. Here to get you what you need with speed. Real niggas always in the lead. Real niggas always in the lead. We're always in the lead. Here to get you what you need with speed. Real niggas always in the lead. What's happening? West coasting. On my west coasting. On my west coasting shit. You feel me? As always, may these words be reaching you in good spirits. I hope y'all woke up next to a happy bitch this morning. And if you did not wake up next to a happy bitch, I hope you woke up on some crisp, clean sheets with a goose down fluffy pillow. You got up with a whole bunch of energy and went to the bathroom and it was crisp and clean, spick and span. You understand? You went to your refrigerator. It was full of food, packed with food. You dig me? You had your mud like the BossMack does. You dig me? You had your orange juice. You was ready to go get your chili. You know what I'm talking about? Pocket full of paper. Bills paid. Bills paid. Not worried about no chili. Can you dig it? It's a beautiful day. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here with y'all. Happy to be here with y'all, you know. The Most High has blessed the BossMack with another day on this planet, you understand it? Happy to be here podding. Happy to be here in front of y'all. Happy to have the people in the chat that's fucking with me, man. Shout out to the chat. Bless y'all for pulling up, vibing with the BossMack today, because I know y'all could be looking at a whole nother podcast, listening to a whole nother podcast. Man, it's a blessing and an honor. It's a blessing and an honor. Shout out to the chat. I see Yale B up in there off the back, straight up. Yale B, Jack Mack, Ken Folk, Red Jet Shell, what the hell? Come on now, I dodged the trap. My peoples is up in here, man. Mr. Ethos. Mr. Ethos is my peoples. What's up, though, Irv? Come on now. I appreciate y'all. M&M in the building. Come on now. Come on now. Grand Rises. That's what's happening, man. That's what's happening, man. Shout out to the chat, Ken Folk in here. Blessings for another day. Demetrius Rousseau, Irv, Antonio Chromes the second. Come on now. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna do the reader listener email podcast, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I should have did it Saturday, man. I got caught up, man. I'm gonna do it though, man. Manny Dash, get the cash. Manny Dash, get the cash. Come on, man. What's up with it? Bro said, what's up with that reader listener email only joint? G Taylor, Nasser, and Salah. Come on now. G Reed. What? G Reed. Black old Sosa, 31. Bailey the Barber. What's up with y'all out there, man? Oh, shit, man. Oh, man, what's up with y'all out there, man? What's up with y'all out there? Joe Blast in the building. Man. What's happening, man? Greetings and salutations to everybody out there. Blessings. The BossMack podcast is in full motion. West Coasting. The show is always brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. You see that BossMack? Got on some BossMack Streetwear right now. I got on the Happy Bitches. It's bomb as fuck. You know, I ain't rocked this one in a long time. The Happy Bitches. Happy Bitches, bomb as fuck. Because, man, it ain't nothing like a happy bitch, bro. Let me tell you, man. Ain't nothing like a happy bitch. Ain't nothing like a happy bitch. What's that? Kids dead, tapping in from Dallas. Everybody, let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. Shop BossMack Streetwear, you know, when you cop BossMack Streetwear, you keep that BossMack in motion and alive like a motherfucker, man, because, you know, y'all see the podcast game is super tricky. You got to be doing all types of things to stay floating. You know what I'm talking about? You got to do all kind of things to stay floating, to keep this thing moving and going in the right direction, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you see I got on the Happy Bitches. It's bomb as fuck. You know, this is one of them joints, man, that make bitches happy when you walk into place. When you walk into place, this is one of these joints. Right here, you got this on, man. Bitches be like, I am a happy bitch. Bitches be like, yes, I am a happy bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's highly influential garment right here, man. You know what I'm talking about? It make bitches smile when you come in there, man. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God, look at his shirt. Oh my God, can I take a picture of that? Oh my God, I love that. I wish I could wear that at work. I wish I could wear that. You know what I'm talking about? Putting game on the shirt to make bitches want to flirt in real life, bro. Some of the most influential streetwear that ever existed, bro. BossMack, get the bitch relaxed. Sour Bitch Repellent, about to release the Sour Bitch Repellents again. You know, we used to have them a few years ago. The Sour Bitch Repellent. Spraying myself with Sour Bitch Repellent. You know what I'm talking about? Spraying myself with Sour Bitch Repellent, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to release the Sour Bitch Repellent cologne, nigga. Only bring happy bitches to me, you dig? Hit the link. Hit the like button. Hit the link. Hit the like button. See, I be getting caught up in my promo when I be shooting out the promo in the AM. You know what I'm saying? With hit the link, but hit the like button. You know what I'm talking about? Dodge City Rock. Southern Delaware. Delaware is lit. Mr. Ethos, vet your bitches well, because they will take you to hell. Yes, indeed. And steal your energy. And you don't want to get your energy stole. Because when you get your energy stole, they have you moving like you're old. Have you moving like you're old. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hit the like button for this game. Yeah. Shop BossMack Streetwear. You dig me? Shop BossMack Streetwear. We're going to release that one too, man. And I'm going to be releasing these prints right here, man. I'm going to be releasing these prints, man. You know what I'm saying? Let niggas get action at some of these prints. You know what I'm saying? If you want to throw BossMack up on the wall, man. You know what I'm talking about? Jigga this everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Man, happy to be here. Brand new week, so to speak. You know what I'm talking about? Happy to be here. You know. Happy to be here. Happy to be doing this. Oh, I got these gray shorts too, man. The shorts is on deck. You know what I'm saying? It's springtime. It's springtime. I mean, I don't know if it's springtime where you at, but where I'm at, it's springtime like a motherfucker, man. It's springtime like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, yeah, you did get you some shorts, you know what I'm saying? To go with your issue, you know. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hit the like button for this game. The shorts, bro. The shorts. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. All right. Look. The show is also brought to you by BossMack. Give me a game if you need some game. If thou art is struggling with dying bitch, if thou art struggling with dying bitches, holla at the BossMack Topsoil. I got the reasonable race. That's great. I love chopping it up with my peoples. My number is in the description. Shoot me a text. Schedule some time. We can make it happen, bro. I love chopping it up with my peoples, even though the BossMack schedule is hectic and action-packed. I got love for you. I got time for you, man. Schedule some time. We can chop it up. You know what I'm saying? You show me the defense that your bitch is in, and I draw up the play to help you score for show. You know what I'm saying? I love chopping it up with my peoples. And like I said, man, use the BossMack as a cheat code, as a secret weapon to keep your team in order. You know, a lot of y'all niggas is out there juggling bitches. You're juggling bitches. Use the BossMack as a cheat code like Chat GPT for game. The BossMack is like Chat GPT for game, nigga. You just shoot me the questions, man. Holla at the BossMack top. So take advantage of the years of dealing with these bitches out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of the game, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Take advantage of the game, man. I wish I had me as a resource when I was coming up, man. You know, when I was having all those damn issues, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I just remember, man, situations, man, you know, where I was dealing with bad bitch. I was dealing with a, man, I went one time, man, I was, man, early in the game, man, I had I had like the number 2 bitch at the school. You know what I'm talking about? The number 2 bitch at the school. Number 2 bad bitch at the school. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, this bitch had like 6 sisters or some shit like that, all older than her, man. You know what I'm saying? Grown bitches. Grown bad bitches. They all bad bitches, man. Can you imagine what the BossMack was up against as young BossMack? The game these bitches was giving that little bitch. And I'm sitting up here like, damn, it's me. I have realized quickly, I was like, oh my God, it is me versus 6 grown bitches. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't have no resources. Hit the like button for this game. Use the BossMack as a game resource. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, you can't tell your peoples your bitch problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it seem like you don't have no bitch problems, man, because these niggas is rejoicing for your downfall secretly, man. Niggas be hating. I gotta keep emphasizing that, because a lot of niggas, you know, that be a lot of niggas, that be the flaw in a lot of niggas, game. Thinking that these niggas around you is your homies. You know what I'm saying? And then you could confide in these niggas. You can't do that, bro. I'm just saying, that be the flaw in a lot of niggas game. Nigga have the bitches. Nigga be doing pretty good with bitches, but you don't realize that your homies, it's not your homies like that. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is secretly waiting for weaknesses in your structure. Niggas is mad. Niggas want your bitch. And you think it's all friendly, but it's not friendly. That be niggas' downfall. That be that curveball to come across the plate on your ass. You be like, oh shit. Oh my God. This nigga is my enemy? I find out way too late. Oh my God. Then you gotta deal with the betrayal feeling and loss of bitch. Then you gotta backtrack and think about all the shit you told this motherfucker. Damn, I told this motherfucker all this shit. He was secretly my enemy the whole time. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hit the like button. Yeah, man. Game is deep, man. Game is deep, man. The game is deep. The game is deep. See, a lot of niggas don't chime in. You know, they tell you about what to do with bitches, but you gotta know what to do about these niggas too, man. Hit the like button. Niggas want your bitch. Oh, Red Just Shell. I know it also apply to the bitches. Yeah, the bitches be treacherous than a motherfucker. He said, technobility is always competitive. That's why it's called a game. Oh, wait, it's a called thing. You know what I'm saying? It's treacherous out here, man. It's treacherous. It's treacherous. It's treacherous around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why when I be driving down the freeway, when I be on the 110, if any of y'all know about LA, when I be on the 110 heading north, man, and I'm coming from the 405, cause I take the 405 to the 110 north. And as I'm coming down the 110, sometimes I might jump on the 710 and take the 91 and drive by the hood. But, Most of the time, I take the 405 to the 110 North. And when I'm on the 110, and I get on the 110 North, and I start heading toward LA, man, and you get to the 105, man. And when you get to the 105, man, you start coming up that hill, man, right after the 105, and then you could just see the LA cityscape, the buildings, man. And when I see that shit, man, I just get hyped, bro. I just get hyped, and I just be like, we out here in the metropolis. Straight dangerous. It's beautiful. This a dangerous motherfucker. The metropolis. I get hyped, bro. I be getting hyped. I be like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's killers on both sides of the freeway. It's killers. Oh, it's just killers out here. It's just wild. This motherfucker is wild, dangerous motherfucker. Let's get this chili. Fuck this shit. Let's get this chili. Let's get this motherfucking chili, bro. We out here. I get hyped up, bro. I'll be like, ooh, look at them buildings. Look at the buildings. Look at the buildings. At the bottom of them buildings, it's just treacherous. It's just treacherous. It's just wild. It's wild. It's treacherous. Shout out to whoever just blessed me with some paper. Somebody just blessed. Man, hold up, man. Let me see who that was. Man. I appreciate that issue, man. Somebody just sent me. Yeah, Marcus, I appreciate that $5. Hell yeah. Mac Mark, West Coastin'. Yeah, man. EWA, DL Roberts, Quentin Barfield. Yeah, man. We out here, man. Yeah, man. I know I got that Matrix screen up there, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just always like that Matrix shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. I feel like we living in like a I feel like we living in some Matrix shit, some fake shit, some fake real shit. We living in some fake real shit. You know what I'm talking about? We living in some fake real shit. So I try to see through the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to see through the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, hit the like button. Come on, man. BossMack, what's the deal? Hub City. And what's up, Larry Ford? Come on now. Yeah. Come on now. You know, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man, I love Compton, man. Compton is a great American city. Motherfuckers be asking me where I'm from. I'll be like, I'm from the great American city of Compton, California. Motherfuckers be like, great American? I'll be like, hell yeah, nigga. The great American city of Compton, California, man. You know what I'm saying? I be driving through the hood. I be driving through the hood just to drive through the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? I get outside and just be in my section. And I just be empowered. I be empowered. Knowing it's dangerous than a motherfucker. These motherfuckers gotta watch all these cars, but still though, You know, it's wild, man. A nigga could go like, a nigga could be in Compton in a section and just feel the love all around me. You know what I'm saying? You could just feel the love. But it's dangerous at the same time. Niggas will kill me. Niggas will come through and chip me if I'm not paying attention. They'll chip the BossMack. But I feel the love though. More than in my neighborhood I live in, this white people. In my neighborhood where it's the white people, I feel the hate. But it's beautiful though. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful though. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's difficult to explain. It's difficult to explain. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we red jet shell. Yeah, I bombed it. Yeah, man. Don't let a 304 make us enemies. We family just like the Genevieves. That's real shit right there, man. Shout out Turkeys Mac. Yeah, man. I try not to do that. Hey, man, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It's never me, man. You know what I mean? I ain't never tripping off a 304. No way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never tripping off a 304. The other niggas do though, man. They'll be ready to chip you for that. You know what I'm saying? They'll be ready to chip you for that. Ready to chip me behind a bit. I be making niggas, man. I know we ain't going through this behind a bitch. Is we going through this behind a bitch? Niggas don't want to admit that. Niggas be like, nah, man. It ain't because of the bitch. Yes, it is, nigga. Hit the like button. Oh, I'm gonna release this design too, man. The BossMack the world. I ain't had that one out there in a minute, man. The BossMack the world, bro. I ain't had that one out there in a minute. Hit the like button. I was stationed in Long Beach. Y'all be wilding out there. I was raised in Chi. Yeah, man. It's treacherous out here, man. It's treacherous out here, man. It's beautiful and treacherous. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful and treacherous. But if you believe in the Most High, if you put the Most High first, and you move righteous, you know what I'm saying? And you move righteous, you know what I'm saying? Like Compton's righteous, you know what I'm saying? You move righteous, you know what I'm talking about? And you got God protecting you. This shit is beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? You need the Most High protecting you, man. That's all. You just gotta have the Most High protecting you, man. And you know, that's what the BossMack do, man. The BossMack be like, you know, I always ask the Most High. Every night, man, I ask the Most High to protect me from my enemies that I can't see. Protect me from the enemies I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't see them all. You can't see them all. They be invisible and shit. You know, niggas be hating from the dark. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as long as I keep the intentions good, you know, it's easy to move through this dangerous environment, man, with an abundance of respect and audacity. You dig me? Well, I call it moving with, I try to move with CAI. I try to move with CAI. That's the acronym. Courage, audacity, and intelligence. You dig me? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? You know what I'm saying? You know, when I'm presented with the dangerous aspects of this, it's the first word. The first acronym is courage. You feel me? And the second one is audacity, audacity, and intelligence, baby, and intelligence. Come on now, hit the like button. I need to start a three-day fast for that reason. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. And then when I really feel like I need some help from the Most High, I do what Mr. Ethos say he finna do. I stop eating. I stop eating. I stop eating for a minute. I stop eating for a minute. You dig me? You know what I mean? And start and put some prayers with that. And I get out here and get to it. I get out here and get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing too, man, is when a nigga get to not eating and fasting and shit like that, you could get more work done. You could grind a little bit more because you don't have to sleep as long. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sleep as long. You dig me? Hit the like button for this game. It's the punch you don't see that knocks you out. Come on now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Psalms 91. Yeah, and that too, man. You know, I got a bunch of them Psalms I'll be reading, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be reading them Psalms, man. And like I said, man, I like to read them Psalms out loud too with some authority, you know what I'm saying? I read them Psalms out loud, you know what I'm saying? So my words just get out there, man. You know what I mean? I don't do that silent prayer joint. I do it out loud. Read it out loud like it's, like a spell. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a funny thing, man. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. When I was looking in them when I was looking in them magic books, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the real magic books. When I was looking in the magic books, they be having the spells in there, and they be having like it be saying you gotta read this out loud with authority, right? You gotta read the spell out loud in authority. They got the words in all caps and shit. And they be having words in there. You don't even know what the fuck that word is. I be like, how could you say these words out loud and you don't even know what the fuck this word is? You know what I mean? But anyway, this is all that magic from King Solomon type shit, right? King Solomon, right? And the cold part of the game is, King David and King Solomon wrote the Psalms too, you know what I'm saying, and the Proverbs. So, it came to me like, oh shit, you gotta read these Psalms out loud like that. Like how the magic spells was. You feel me? Then I started doing that shit, man. Hit the like button. Mr. Bogart in the building. Yeah, man. The Psalms, man. Shout out to the Emerald Tablets too, man. Shout out to Hermes Trismegistus. Yeah, shout out to Hermes Trismegistus, man. I like old boy too, man. I like the Emerald Tablets too. As above, so it is below. I got a shirt to say that. I'm gonna have to release that. Hit the like button because that's real like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell motherfuckers that, man. As above, so it is below. When Adam 22 started folding, when Adam 22 went public with the, hey, man, my podcast is going broke. My podcast is going broke. Then when, what's his name in New York? What's his name? Mav Hoffa. My podcast is going broke. I'll be looking at these niggas out here. Niggas be having on all Amiri. Niggas be having on all Amiri. All the different color Amiri sweatsuits. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be having on Gucci shoes. Gucci shoes, Balenciaga shoes. The ugly, the Rick Owens clown shoes, niggas be having them on. Niggas be having on all Gucci and shit. Nigga wear that shit one time type shit. You look poor if you wear it again. If you wear that Gucci outfit again. Oh shit. As above, so it is below. I be like, how is niggas surviving, man? I be thinking, I be like, how much is rent for that spot? They in recording that. How much is he paying the cameraman? You see, the BossMack is the cameraman and the gaffer and shit. You know what I'm saying? The BossMack. You know what I'm saying? I've been skimming. I've been juggling. That's how Lil Meech went broke. Oh shit. Yeah, man. When you out here with 10, I can't believe them chrome heart jeans is I can't believe them chrome heart jeans, man. Shout out to Virgil Abloh, bro. Niggas just the chrome heart jeans. 5 bands, 10 bands for jeans. And niggas having multiple pairs. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I wear my own shit every day, bro. That's why I be wearing my own shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I wear my own shit. I wear my own shit. I wear my own shit. That shit ain't tapped. That shit ain't got there yet. Red Jet Shell, that shit should have been there. That shit probably gonna be there today. That shit is supposed to be there Saturday. Them motherfuckers. The post office been running kind of slow lately, man. The post office been running kind of slow, man. Like motherfuckers mad or something. That shit should be there though, Red Jet Shell. Shit. You know, I was waiting for you to say you got that. I might have to check the tracking shit. Mr. Naughty in the building. BossMack, you heard about how the tariffs have China exposing luxury brand? Oh man, I been knew that. Yeah, man. Yeah. I been knew that. I've been knew that. Ramon, I've been knew that. Because look, look, I'm telling you, man, where the BossMack buys my blanks, when all my source material that I have, where I get all my sweatsuits, everything, all my t-shirts, sweatsuits, everything, nigga. Where I get everything, nigga. In downtown LA, nigga. I'm here to tell you, nigga, all the brands that be charging motherfuckers like a motherfucker be getting they issue from down there too, nigga. I done been down there and been in line. I done been down there and been in line picking up my shit listen, I done been in line behind Virgil Abloh, Travis Scott, and Anwar Carriage. I was in line behind these niggas. I was like, oh shit, this is Travis Scott right here. Damn. And Virgil. Niggas is just down here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? I done, bro. I done went to some of my designers, some niggas, some motherfuckers, some graphic artists I fuck with, some graphic designers I fuck with. Where I get some more, cause you know I fuck with a lot of different people, you know. I was picking up my issue from them one time, you know what I'm saying? And I seen some shit from this spot that's on Melrose. I forgot the name of the spot, but nigga, they selling $500 hoodies. I was like, wait a minute. They get that shit did here? Oh yeah, we fuck with that. I'm like, do you know these motherfuckers got $500 hoodies and shit like that? $200 t-shirts and shit. That's what they put on. Oh, wow. And in China, man, like, man, my peoples had to plug with China. My peoples had to plug with China, man. Now, this was years ago. This was probably like about, I'm gonna say this was probably like, what year is it? Like 2015. My peoples had to plug with China for everything. For everything, every designer, everything, anything. Everything. All Louis, all Gucci, all Fendi, all MCM, everything. All Balenciaga, all whatever. He was like, I could get whatever. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, back then, I was like, this shit, there's no way. I was like, why don't I was like, you know what? The brands that make this shit could just fuck with China and just have them do it. Like, you just fucking. What? This shit is undiscernible. I knew that back then, man. I was like, man, China is killing us. Kanye sell the Gildan shirts for $200. Yeah, man. Putting Yeezy on it. Taxing, bro. Taxing. And matter of fact, talking about Gildan shirts, I remember Virgil was selling his shit on Champion. He was using Champion shit. He just left the Champion tag in there. Fuck it. Leave the Champion tag in there, nigga. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I can say this, at least with my shit, my shit is handmade by the BossMack. My shit is, I make all my shit. I touch and bless all my shit. You know what I'm saying? My shit, I really bless my shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I send my shit, I create all my pieces. And I bless it. I fold it up and I'm scrutinizing it, and I feel, I be like, you know, I feel good about this. You know what I'm saying? I did a good job with this shirt, and you know, and I feel like you gonna appreciate this motherfucker. I really be like that. It ain't even like no other motherfuckers. I made it and just sending it out. I really made that shit. It be cherishing that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Hit the like button. You get that 100K plaque yet? I told you, man. I'm not gonna never get one. They not gonna never send me one. They not gonna give me one. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. I cuss too much. They not gonna give me one. Hey man, I appreciate that, Red Jet Shell. Melbourne, Australia. I need that bucket hat. I got you. We about to release a series of bucket hats. Man, I'm about to just really release a series. Man, I'm about to make the bucket hat thing part of the BossMack trademark. You feel me? Like all the colors, the way out, all the colors, all the designs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 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 Hey man, I be like I said, man. They call it what in India. In India, they call it Shakti. Shakti. You know what I'm saying? When an artist makes something, when an artist really makes something, they put Shakti into what it is that they making. So it's their energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's an energy and a signature in it. You know what I'm saying? And I try to do that. I really try to do that. You know, I put my energy into the piece. You know what I'm saying? And then I make sure this shit is crispy. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell motherfuckers, hey, dry clean only, you know what I'm saying? Now, you could wash it. You know what I'm saying, if you're doing bad. But if you dry clean it, that motherfucker stays super crispy. You know what I'm talking about? And I make sure that I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh. When I get shit back from the cleaners, I'll be like, ooh, you brought this motherfucker back. This motherfucker new. You know what I'm saying? You know. And I make sure I go to the cleaners in my section too in Bompton. You know what I'm saying? Right there on Rosecrans and Central. You know what I'm saying? You know. Keep that crispy. You know what I'm saying? You know. But I try to put the energy into that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I want it to be a great experience. You know what I'm saying? And see, I don't think no other podcasts do what I do. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, creating their own merch, making it, you know what I'm saying? Contemplating it, how it's going to affect people. You know, I test it by wearing it every day myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, seeing how, you know, evaluating the response from people. You know what I'm saying? You know. That's what I be doing, man. Hit the like button for this game. But yeah, man, shout out to China for taxing, boys. China ain't bullshit, man. They been on that, man. They been making everything, bro. They reverse engineer everything. Oh, shit, they reverse engineer everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 112 people in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. All right. Niggas in the news. Niggas in the motherfucking news. Now, you see the name of the show is Suckaism is expensive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Suckaism is expensive, man. Suckaism costs you. You know what I'm saying? You lose money by being a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You know. They say ignorance is bliss, but suckerism it will financially tax you, man. You dig? And you know, our first nigga in the nose. Big Draco. Soulja Boy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. The BossMack is a fan of Soulja Boy's hustle, man. Legendary hustle. Clever ass nigga. Made a way out of no way. Made a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? And really pioneer some shit. A lot of niggas just really look up to Soulja Boy, man. You know. Soulja Boy, you know what I'm saying? You know. But Soulja Boy, you know, see, that's the thing. When you have success, when you have a lot of success when you're young, early, when you have tremendous success when you like a teenager and shit, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have, you know, a good mentor, if you don't have a good mentor that you listen to that have game, you're gonna be lost. I feel like a lot of professional athletes fall into this. A lot of, you know, you're a gifted football player, basketball players, some shit like that, you know, and you blessed with success and you young, there's no way for you to learn game because you become a star and you start having bitches because you a star, but you don't have no game. You have the power to attract bitches, and then bitches throw pussy, but you don't have no game. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no game. You lack game. And you know, and as your star rise and fall, as it inevitably does, when the star begins to fall, then your lack of game truly becomes a handicap for you, man. That's when you suffer the penalties of your suckaism starts to penalize you. Sometimes it penalizes you quickly. Sometimes it penalizes you quickly. Your suckaism penalizes you quickly because you might be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? A lot of celebrity niggas, you know what I'm saying? They have that, you know, bitches usually throw me pussy. You know what I'm saying? And then when a bitch don't throw pussy, a nigga get aggressive and might take some pussy type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. But niggas suffer the niggas get penalized for their lack of game. So Soulja Boy hired a blunt roller bitch. You know what I'm saying? To live with him and roll his blunts. Now, and be an assistant, you know, and then live in with him, and then fuck her too. You know what I'm saying? And then fuck her too. And then, you know, then stop paying her, and then, you know what I'm saying, and all kind of sucker shit. All kind of sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? When it's so easy to have just hired a bitch, kept it straight rules and regulations, and just paid a bitch what he was supposed to pay her. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, if you got a bitch living with you and you're paying the bitch $500 a week, just pay the bitch the $500 a week. Don't fuck her. You know what I'm saying? And just have her do her job, roll blunts, and be an assistant. Everything will be all right. You know, if you're not thirsty, nothing bad can happen. If you're not thirsty, nothing. He could have got away with treating the bitch shitty. He could have been cussing her out and doing all kind of shit and being hella unpredictable and moody and shit. But as long as he never put his hands on the bitch, as long as he never fucked her, and he gave her her $500 once a week, he would be all right. The bitch would probably still be working here. You know what I'm saying? He would still be good. You know what I'm saying? But by being thirsty and fucking a bitch, and then not paying a bitch, he fall into the domain of suckaism. He fall into the domain of extreme suckaism. You know what I'm saying? And now he paying a penalty of his suckaism. His suckaism is expensive as fuck for him now. You know what I'm saying? Millions of dollars. Now, he don't have like, I don't know. I don't think he have clever motherfuckers on his team so he could duck the bitch and not pay her. So he gonna have to, you know. And then it comes to the, and then by his suckerism with this bitch, now it come to light the truth about his finances, the truth about his true bankroll is exposed. You know what I'm saying? He can't, you know, he out here barely living. You know what I'm saying? He out here barely making it type shit. He gotta confess to the court that I'm barely making it. I'm barely living. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely able to live. I'm barely able to live in a luxury home. I'm barely able to have a luxury vehicle. I'm really getting free clothes and shit because I'm because I'm Soulja Boy. I'm really living. I'm really getting free drip because I'm Soulja Boy and shit. You know, I'm barely living. You know what I mean? You know, gotta confess that. You know what I'm saying? But I already knew that. But you know, he gotta confess it. You know what I'm saying? I expect this to happen to Soulja Boy. He been lame for a while. Yeah, yeah, but I didn't think he was this much of a sucker though. I didn't think he was this much of a sucker though. Like to you know what I mean? To you know, I would have thought that he would have got caught up by a bitch, by a regular bitch he was fucking with, maybe whooping a bitch ass or you know, maybe taking some pussy. I just didn't. I wouldn't think that he would, get the assistant and then, start torturing the assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, start torturing the assistant. You know what I'm saying? But then, he got a track record of torturing bitches. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, he can go to jail for this, man. Like, it seemed like this opened up the door for some real criminal charges and shit. This seemed like this opened up the door for some criminal charges. Bitch tried to get him for 70 M's. And the cold part of the game is, she got the judgment for 4 M's, but, he don't got no 4 M's, He don't got 4 M's. He might have 100. he might have 100. And then 100 tap him out. 100 bands tap him out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Jackson in this motherfucker. Yeah, he's a legacy act now, yeah. But he really, if a funny thing too, man, I don't know. He been on drugs and shit for a long time. I don't know where his creativity is, but if he was to focus, I think he could make some good music. You know what I'm saying? I think he could. But I just don't even think he know how to focus like that. I don't think he can focus. He too spread out over too much different shit. You know what I'm saying? In order to really tap in to good music, you gotta stay focused on that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had glimpses of he ain't really had no bangers since his early career, but he did have glimpses of good shit here through the years recently. He had some glimpses like, oh man, that kind of sound good. It could be if he, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I don't think he got the focus. He don't got the focus. Hit the like button. He should be discovering other acts, signing them like he used to. He doesn't have a product people want. Even his own personal brand, nobody wants what he's selling, right? Facts. he, I feel like Soulja Boy was more marketing than he was talent. You know what I'm saying? When he had his early hits, it was he was winning. He was winning because he had that young nigga energy, right? The young nigga energy. This is some real shit. I know niggas is gonna trip off of what I'm finna say. But you always see this with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers have a young nigga energy, right? When they begin, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that young nigga energy. He was full of energy, right? When he first came with that his first shit, Soldier Boy, whatever that shit was. Uh, when he came with his first shit, right? Because his first shit was stupid and weak, right? Sounding in a way, but it resonated with the culture. It resonated with the culture, right? That energy that he had. See, when he was at that state, follow me. When he was at that state, he was full of energy. He was not fucking no lot of bitches. You know what I'm saying? He was at the beginning of his shit. He was at full energy. You know what I mean? And it just resonated. You know what I'm saying? He was able to put that in front of everybody through his marketing tactics. And it infected the world, right? You know what I'm saying? And, then a nigga start getting bitches. You know what I'm saying? And draining off his energy. You know what I mean? And draining off his energy. I feel like that's the natural pattern of motherfuckers. Motherfuckers don't even realize they doing it. They become successful and then they just drain off their energy with excessive fucking, with excessive pussy. You know what I'm saying? And just drain off their energy. And he'd be like, what happened to the, what happened? What happened? They can't make no more shit. They shit don't never resonate no more. It's because your I know niggas is not gonna accept what I'm finna say, but this is real. Niggas is not going to accept what I'm finna say. But your spiritual energy, your energy that you have, rides on top of your words. It's in your words, and it affect motherfuckers that's listening, right? The energy, your words are infused with the energy. You know what I'm saying? And then when the energy is gone or low, people still hear the words, right? But it don't have the same effect. It don't have the same effect. And you be like, why it's not resonating? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Good examples of what I'm talking about, like early Busta Rhymes. Like Busta Rhymes, put your hands where your eyes can see. If you really want to party with me, put your hands where your eyes can see. All that early Busta Rhymes when his energy was at maximum levels. I remember I seen Busta Rhymes when he was with Leaders of the New School live. The level of energy that nigga had, man. Listen, I seen the nigga like right in front of me, right there, nigga. I was at a show, nigga. I was at the front, nigga, right there, nigga. The level of energy, and then another nigga, Q-Tip. Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest. I feel like when that nigga, when they released Midnight Marauders, that's when he was at his highest level of energy. And then after that, he was like sexual deviant. You know what I'm saying? He was sexual deviant. He was fucking all the bitches. He was fucking, you know, all the bitches. He was like a sex symbol. He started fucking all the bitches. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, nigga shit just nigga shit just declined. So Soulja Boy, this is what happened to Soulja Boy. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas be then niggas become like a what is that word? Caricature of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like Soulja Boy is like a caricature of his early self now. And then living off the old fame, and then being a sexual deviant with bitches. You know what I'm saying? And he not even conscious that that's what it is. He not even conscious of that's what it is that's leading to his downfall in creativity. You know, he don't even realize that's what it is. Q-Tip was already Vibrant Thing was, I think he was collapsing on, to me, Vibrant Thing was the beginning of the collapse. Vibrant Thing was the beginning of the collapse. When he was Midnight Marauders, they was going like this. They Q-Tip and them tribe nigga, when Midnight Marauders, they was going like this. Vibrant Thing was like he had started to do it. He was hallucinating. Q-Tip started wearing mink coats and shit right there when Vibrant Thing came out. He started wearing mink coats. He started acting like Puffy. You know what I'm saying? He was on some Puffy shit, kind of. Hit the like button. BossMack, you think he knows he's a lame with fame and money? Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. Soulja stood stayed coast to College Park. Hey, man. Niggas be hallucinating. No, see, niggas, see, when niggas become famous and rich off of they shit early and they young, right? You be thinking it's you. You be thinking it's just you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you be thinking it's just you. You know. And I think you be hallucinating. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. You gotta really be able to think about why you blew up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas, they put the elements together. I feel like a lot of niggas put the elements together. You know what I'm saying? And then they blow up. Soulja Boy blow up, right? And then he feel like it's all me. It don't matter who the producer is. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a funny thing about A Tribe Called Quest is, see, when you think about A Tribe Called Quest, a funny thing about them is how, if you notice, after Midnight Marauders, if you think about it, after Midnight Marauders, Q-Tip wasn't even making dope beats no more. Q-Tip made all the beats for Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory. After them two albums, Q-Tip wasn't even making the beats no more. It was Jay Dilla after that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, also I feel like before Tribe Called Quest, like when Tribe Called Quest came with Instinctive, their first album, The Paths of People's Instinctive Travels and the Paths of Rhythm. If you look at that, that was really like a Q-Tip album, right? And even though that album got 5 mics and Source, it was still a weird album that I really didn't like all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it sounded good and it was hella creative, but I really didn't like all that shit. And then when they came with Low End Theory, A Tribe Called Quest had went back to like real nigga shit. They changed the way they was dressing. They took off the African robes and shit. They was wearing real nigga clothes again, which was Fife influence. Fife got them to go back to real nigga clothes. You know what I'm saying? And the improvement of Fife stepping his shit up to talking shit in the bars made A Tribe Called Quest better. You know what I'm saying? Q-Tip was holding his own, you know, but the improvement of Fife made Tribe Called Quest dope. You know what I'm saying? And then Q-Tip turned into like a sex symbol, man. You know what I'm saying? And then he lost his mind. You know, poetic justice. He started fucking Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He defeated Tupac and was able to fuck Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Then he started fucking the white bitch. He was fucking Nicole Kidman. You know, Q-Tip lost his mind. Q-Tip lost his mind. Him and Fife start hating each other. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then Q-Tip felt like he didn't need Fife no more. And you know, you'll notice that A Tribe Called Quest didn't have the same type of success. You know what I'm saying? Vibrant thing, to me, that Q-Tip was hallucinating. Q-Tip was hallucinating. It was a hit, but, you know, he was on some Puffy shit. He was out there with Puffy now. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to be like Biggie now. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was, you know. But anyway, man, yeah. So I feel like, you know, I don't know, man, that sexual deviancy, man, you know. Now, certain niggas kind of defy that. Certain niggas kind of defy that. Right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, Drake do a pretty good job. Drake do a pretty good job. I feel like Kanye West is a victim of that. Kanye West is a victim of that. Kanye West is a victim of that right now. This is what's happening to Kanye. This is what is happening to Kanye. He don't realize it though. He don't realize it. He don't realize it. This is what's happening to Kanye. Amplified album was so disappointing, but them Dilla beats was fire. If it wasn't for Dilla, man, listen. Man, if it wasn't for Dilla, and do you realize? And y'all, I hope y'all realize that Dilla, nigga, my peoples used to tell me like Q-Tip how much of a shitty nigga Q-Tip was. I remember you know the BossMack, the BossMack had his rap group, the Compton's Righteous shit, you know what I'm saying? And we released some shit like 92, you know what I'm saying, going into 93, you know what I'm saying? And I used to fuck with the Alcoholics, niggas from the Alcoholics, J-Ro and them. I used to fuck with them. And I remember I had a bitch that lived in San Francisco. My ex-bitch lived in San Francisco. And I was working on a new Compton's Righteous album. This was probably like 94. And was it not? Yeah, 94. And the Midnight Marauders was about to come out. And a Tribe Called Quest was on tour with De La Soul. Who was it, De La? It was Tribe Called Quest, Alcoholics. It might have been De La. It might have been De La Soul. Yeah, I think they was all on tour. And the tour was hitting in San Francisco. So my bitch had flew me up to San Francisco, right? And then a bitch, I think she lied to me and shit. She said she was gonna get tickets to that. And then when I got up there, and I was broke then too. This was a bad time for the BossMack. And the bitch was like, I tried to get tickets, but it was sold out. I was like, you know what? Let's just go backstage and shit. Let's go up there and go to the backstage area, and I'm gonna see if I see my nigga. If I see my nigga J-Ro now and see if, So we went up there and went to the backstage where they came in at, and my niggas seen me like, oh nigga. And I went backstage and shit, came in with them, was back there and shit. And the Midnight Marauders snippet. Back then they used to release snippet tapes, like to give you like a sample, a snippet, sample of niggas' albums and shit. They record labels used to do that, right? So I had a sampler of the Midnight Marauders, and the sampler was fire and shit. I was like, damn, these niggas about to blow up again. And I had heard it, and so we was backstage and shit, and I seen a nigga Q-Tip. So I was like, Q-Tip, what's up, nigga? And he stopped, and I was like, hey, man, I heard y'all y'all sampler, man. Some of that shit is fire, bro. You gonna kill motherfuckers, you know. And then he looked at me like, what the fuck? You heard what? Like I had did some shit wrong to the nigga. I was like, you know y'all got a sampler out, right? And he just looked at me like, I was like, what the fuck, nigga? You, like, I had cheated and heard some shit. I don't know. It was some weird as shit. I was like, oh, nigga, fuck you, nigga. This nigga is weird. This nigga. And then no, they wasn't on tour with Daylight. They was on tour with The Far Side. It was Alcoholics, The Far Side, and Tribe Called Quest. Yeah. Yeah. The Far Side. And then my homie, my nigga started DJing for The Far Side. Right? My nigga M-Walk started DJing for The Far Side. So I used to hear the inside scoop on all the Far Side shit. You know what I'm saying? And they was on that Lollapalooza tour, you know what I'm saying? And The Far Side, and you know, it's weird. The Far Side, in a lot of ways, was better than A Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, they was better. You know what I'm saying? They was like better. You know, because it was a trip watching the early Far Side, man. If you ever see them perform, the way they was on stage, it was like organized chaos. Them niggas was extremely dope. And when my boy started DJing for them, they got better. You know what I'm saying? When my boy M-Walk started DJing for them, they got better. And then when the Far Side got ready to work on their second album, Lab Cabin, they went to Q-Tip for some beats, right? But Q-Tip house had burnt down. You know what I'm saying? And when they was on that Lollapalooza tour, when they went through Detroit, Dilla had gave Q-Tip a beat tape. You know what I'm saying? And the Far Side got at Q-Tip and was like, make us some beats, you know, we working on our new album. And Q-Tip on some hater shit. He didn't want to make no beats for them. And on some hater shit, he gave them the Dilla tape. Right? And the Far Side niggas took the Dilla tape serious. And took that to their record label, to Delicious Vinyl. They was on Delicious Vinyl. And Delicious Vinyl was like, all right, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go with this. And that beat tape that Dilla gave, them niggas was fire. This nigga took the Tribe Called Quest formula and just took it to another level. And the Far Side record label, they really got over on Dilla. I think Dilla got 7 bands. For that Lab Cabin album. That had Can't Keep Running Away on there, Drop, the it was probably like about seven fire beats on there. He got 7 bands, and they had like a whole bunch of more beats. It was like a collection of beats they got from him that I think Delicious Vinyl still be releasing them. You know what I'm saying? They just really just jerked Dilla. Dilla hated Delicious Vinyl and the Far Side after that. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't really the Far Side fault, it was Delicious Vinyl was like Mike Ross, I think his name, Mike Ross, very, very, very savvy business, ruthless motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas still eating off of Tone Loc and Young MC and all of them motherfuckers. They still eat. They rich off of all of that shit. Them niggas is rich. The Delicious Vinyl, they rich off of that. That first Far Side album in that Lab Cabin. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Q-Tip was thought Q-Tip had no idea that them niggas was really gonna use that J Dilla beats. And then Q-Tip I think he turned around and signed J Dilla to like some type of production deal, and kind of was like and kind of got over on J Dilla for a minute because they had a production company called the UMA or something like that. And for a few years, he got over on, Q-Tip got over on Dilla. Then Dilla kind of broke free and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Damn. But anyway, yeah, man. I don't know, Dilla, man. Yeah, man. Dilla was hot about that. It took him a while to break free from all of that shit, man. You know what I mean? Dilla was hot about all that, man. And then, you know, in the long run, it's a trip how, you know, Dilla is considered like a genius producer over everything, over all the Tribe Called Quest shit. He's like a genius, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, hit the like button. No guarantees for the memory lane game. Yeah, man. I remember the beats that the homie N-Walk gave me a tape of the beats that Dilla gave the Far Side. N-Walk gave me a tape of the beats Dilla gave the Far Side to select from. And I had that tape probably about 2 or 3 months, man. And man, oh my God, there was some cold beats on that tape. I ain't never heard them beats again, man. And I gave that tape back to N-Walk. I never heard none of them beats come out on the Far Side album. And I never heard none of them beats again. Fire beats. I wrote a lot of songs off of them beats. The song was some fire beats. Oh my God. I wrote a lot of joints off of them beats. I was like, and that's when I realized, when I was listening to that tape, I was like, man, this nigga Dilla is better than Q-Tip and them. Damn, this nigga is better. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hit the like button for this game. Yeah, I got a lot of game from the Far Side. The Far Side, I got a lot of game from the Far Side, from Booty Brown and them. They was the first niggas I seen that had like, they had the compound. They was the first niggas I seen with a compound, meaning that they had like a space, like they had a space where they was they had the studio, they had studio equipment, and they had and they was making t-shirts, and they was making t-shirts right there, you know what I'm saying, and all that, they had all their merch and shit right there. And I was like, damn, this is what's up, this is what's happening. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That shit was dope, man. That was the first niggas I seen like that had a compound. I patterned my shit off of them, you know, like, oh, you gotta have everything in house. And, you know, this gotta be a creative space, you know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, that shit was dope, man. But them niggas was, by the time I met them, they was all, even while they was making a lab, I met them niggas while they was making the lab cabin, right? And they was already beefing. It was the end. It was already, their group was already destroyed, you know, Fat Lip and all. It was just, I don't know. It was crazy. Hit the like button. Yeah, man, I got a, matter of fact, I'm been supposed to have a nigga, I've been supposed to have that nigga, Uncle Imani on here. I've been supposed to have Uncle Imani on here interviewing him. I had if you look back in the BossMack archives, I got a couple interview. I got interviews with them niggas, with Booty Brown. When Booty Brown was finna try to do some solo shit, and then I got interview with Fat Lip, a little bit with Fat Lip, some live show footage, and then it's in my archives. If you go back in the BossMack archives, I got it in there. You could put I think you could search BossMack Far Side, some shit come up. And then yeah, I'm a have Imani on here. I've been hitting and missing with Imani because he live in Vegas. But I'm thinking about doing a Vegas run. I'm thinking about going out to Vegas and doing some shows in Vegas. So I might get Uncle Imani out in Vegas, and I wanna interview my nigga Big Percy too. Big Percy, RMM Percy, player nigga. Hit the like button. Who's the producer from Selection you had on a while back? That nice guy Vinny. I'ma have him back on here too. I'ma have him back on here too. Nice guy Vinny. I gotta check out Glorilla's performance, man. I missed it live, man. I missed it. I heard she did good. You know, I like Glorilla more than Megan, but I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check out the. I'm gonna check them out, man. BossMack needs to do a call in. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a matter of fact, I appreciate you reminding me about that, man. I'm gonna reach out to that nigga today. I'm gonna hit him up today. I'm gonna hit his ass up today or tomorrow. I'm gonna hit him up though. Cause he out there working, you know. He working like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Damn, how long I been on here? Hour and 45 minutes. Let me see. Rip Raz G. He's from that era too. Raz G, yeah. Yeah, man. I was just talking about Raz G yesterday. I was just talking, not yesterday. Day before yesterday, I was just talking about Raz G to a bitch. I was talking to a bitch about Raz G. Raz G is my nigga. Oh, man, I miss that nigga, man. I miss Raz G, man. That's my guy, too. I got an interview with Raz G, too, man. You know what I'm saying? I got an interview with him. That's the first person I interviewed that died and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the first person I interviewed that died. Raz G is my nigga, man. That's my nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? The last time I seen him perform, he performed in my section, like in my, which was weird, like on Avalon and El Segundo. Well, around the corner from my section. Avalon and El Segundo at the old Eve After Dark. This nigga performed. That was such a weird show, man. It was like some eclectic hip hop shit in the hood, man. People didn't even know about it. I went to that shit. Damn, man. I went to that concert, man. That nigga did his shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga did his shit. That nigga crushed. You know what I'm saying? And after the show, I went up to that nigga. And I hugged that nigga. And I was like, hey, man, you know, you are truly a master of your craft, my nigga. You are a master of your craft. It was a pleasure to watch you do that, nigga. That shit was dope for real. You know, he's like, oh man, I appreciate it, my nigga. You know, whoop did whoop. And then I was like, yo, we gotta get a picture, man. We gotta get a picture. We gotta get a picture. You know, I don't like asking niggas for pictures, man, but we gotta get a picture. And that nigga told me, he was like, nigga, we ain't gotta take no picture. He was like, you my guy, bro. You my guy. You could pull up on me. You could hit me up anytime. You could call me and you could pull up and we could kick it and smoke some weed. We could kick it and blow a backwood, nigga. You my boy. And I was like, that's what's up, man. I was like, I feel you, my nigga. I feel you. I feel you. And that was the last time I seen that nigga. And that nigga died probably maybe like 2 months later or some shit like that. Nigga just died, man. I was like, what the fuck? Hit the like button. I feel like Flying Lotus took that style and never looked back. That was his boy. That was his boy. The SP404, hey man, he revolutionized that. He revolutionized that piece of equipment. All them niggas started being able to do live shows because he did that. I'm in the world, yeah. I'm in the world. I'm in the world. I'm in the world. I remember you know the way look, you know the way I met Raz G, the way I met Raz G is, you know, I seen him on the cover of a magazine. I was at a coffee shop and I seen him on the cover of a magazine. And I was like, man, this nigga look weird than a motherfucker, right? Read the article. And then, you know, I was putting together a Twitter page for Compton's Righteous. I was putting together a Twitter page, right? And then I was following a bunch of people. You know, I followed Flying Lotus, and then I was like, oh yeah, let me follow Raz G. I followed him, and then he just followed me back and was like, hey, is this really Compton's Righteous? Because, you know, I was made a Compton's Righteous Twitter. He's like, is this really Compton? I was like, yeah, this is Compton's Righteous. Is this Jim C? Because, you know, that was my rapper name, Jim C, right? This Jim C? I was like, yeah, man, it's Jim C. Oh, nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck? Are you serious? I was like, damn, man, you know who I am? Hell yeah, I know, man. I used to bump y'all shit, man, when it first came out. This, and that. And then, you know, I had some Compton's Righteous shirts. So I was like, man, you know what? I got some Compton's Righteous shirts, man. I'm going to bring you some. So I pulled up to his facility. He lived on Vernon, like right by Lamert Park. He lived on Vernon. I pulled up, and he had his lab and all the records and shit on the wall, and he had like his shit all set up, man. And I didn't know shit about him really, like. And he just explained to me like, yeah, man, I was fucking with y'all when y'all first came out. Now, on our first project that we released back in the days when we released the EP. And on that EP, we had a cut on there that was really like a instrumental cut, but it had a lot of it was an experimental cut that had like a lot of different kind of scratching on it, a lot of different sounds that wasn't like reoccurring. It was like an instrumental. You know, I was talking on different tracks, shouting out niggas on one track, talking shit about niggas on another track. Everything was like subliminal. It was like some shit where you listen to it. If you high, you would hear some new shit every time you heard it. It was like a hell of a dope ass concept cut, right? It was a song called Ulysses, Compton's Righteous Ulysses. It might be on YouTube. Compton's Righteous Ulysses. And we named the cut Ulysses because we used to be Harry O nephew. Harry O nephew used to hang with us, and we used to be bagging on each other. We used to call him Ulysses, and we named that cut after him. It was some weird shit. But anyway, Raz G said after he heard that cut, that Ulysses cut, he was like, it made him realize that you could have a whole album of hip hop beats that was instrumental and it would be like entertaining. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man, when I was in high school, man, I realized, like, man, you could have all instrumental album and it'll be dope. I was like, wow, based off of our cut, huh? Damn. And I had told my man, the homie that made that beat, I was like, man, you know, you could do a whole album of this shit right here and it'll be dope. Straight instrumental shit like this. But anyway, so I'm at Raz G crib. He got his lab set up and shit, and I'm in there and shit, you know. And I'm BossMack now, and you know he fucking with me because of Compton's Righteous, and you know we in there vibing, and he telling me his life. He like, yeah, man, you know, I'm in the world. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, what you mean by that? And he was like, yeah, man, you know, I don't even have no car. You know what I'm saying? You know, all I do is like make beats all day. And then, you know, when it's time to eat, I go get me some Ethiopian food. You know what I'm saying? Go to an Ethiopian spot, you know. And, you know, I just be riding the bus. I like to ride the bus so I could be in the world. You know, I be picking up vibes from the people on the bus. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, he the first person he the first person to smoke the backwood with me. You know, we was just vibing. And then in his lab, you know, as we in the lab, he just working, he just looked at me and he was like, you know, and at the time I was still a substitute teacher, right? And he was looking at me, he was like, man, you know, I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I'm a substitute teacher. You know, I got the podcast and all this shit going. And I was like, man, I was just appreciating his lifestyle, right? I was like, man, I appreciate how you got the lab. I appreciate how you just pop out and go on tour and shit. Nigga just go on tour other countries and shit for a month, 2 months, come back, be working at the record shop. He worked at a record shop for fun and shit, you know what I'm saying? And just make it beat, just releasing projects, shit selling out, niggas showing me like, yeah, I'm about to release this cassette tape right here. This shit gonna be sold out. You know, I'm gonna release 1,000 copies. This shit gonna be sold out, and then it's gonna be reselling on eBay and shit. And he just telling me all this shit. I'm like, damn, nigga just playing beats in there and shit, raw beats. We just high as fuck. I'm like, damn, man, your lifestyle is dope as fuck. And that nigga looked at me and was like, you know, I'm doing all this shit because of y'all, bro. Like, because y'all inspired me, you know. He was like, really, you supposed to be living like this? I was like, man, I feel you, my nigga. You know, I'm like, damn, I feel you. He was like, really, you supposed to be living like this? He was like, he was like, you know, we some, he was like, you know, we some, how do you phrase that? He was like, we like some geniuses. You know what I'm saying? We some geniuses. Cause he was explaining like how he revolutionized that SP 404. He was like, we some geniuses. You know? We make shit out of nothing. You know, we you know, we make a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's what the African space program is about. We, you know, we make shit out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just invent some shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, man. It was a cool, man, a lot of ways that dude affected my life like a motherfucker, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was my nigga. Hit the like button. Rest in peace, Raz G. I was just thinking about that nigga the other day. I was telling the bitch, I was like, man, that was my nigga, man. You talk about randomly, I don't know, it's like sometimes people come into your life. And they just like a total a total blessing to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a motherfucker come into your life and they like a total blessing. Like a spiritual guru type of motherfucker. Like it was like I just it was like that nigga was like a spiritual guru to me that was younger than me. That nigga was like a spiritual guru to me that was younger than me, that was inspired by me, that reminded me of who I was supposed to be. If that make any sense. That's a real shit. That's a real ass shit, man. Some real ass shit. Yeah, man. Nah, I didn't know Mind Design. All I knew was Raz G, and then he put me on to all of them. Mind Design, Sam I Am. It was about Flying Lotus. It was a few niggas, you know. But I only knew him. I only knew him. I only knew him. And then it's a trip. A nigga die. And then like a few weeks later, I'm in like some part of LA, man. I think I was like in Koreatown or something like. I was in some part of LA, and I hit a corner, and then Raz G was just big on the wall, like a big. It was just a big Raz G mural on the wall. I was like, damn. That shit wow right there. I was like, my nigga is gone. And he is on the wall. I'm like, wow. That shit is wow. Shout out Raz G. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my nigga. Rest in peace, my nigga. Yeah. Whoa, let me use the restroom right quick. Alright. Alright, y'all make sure y'all check out that interview I did with Raz G. I did an interview with him. You know. I did an interview with him. Put BossMack, Raz G, it should come out. Alright. Let's do a reader listener email. You want to be ready? Reader listener email. You want to be ready? All right, let's go. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 35-year-old nigga out here getting to my chili as a pediatrician. I love the pod. I found out about the pod via your YouTube shorts. I thought I was watching a clip of a bad bitch saying some stupid shit. Then out of the blue, bless that bitch. That statement never gets old. Man, it be getting me through the day sometimes. Here's my situation. I was married for 7 years. My ex-wife started fucking a journeyman NBA nigga on the low. I found out about it, and now I'm back out here in the field. This all happened 5 years ago. I have a modest rotation of bitches right now that I hang out with. However, I ran across a very interesting scenario with one bitch. This bitch is a 31-year-old bad bitch with no kids. She is out here getting her issue as a realtor. A bitch is doing well. I am still in the process of getting to know a bitch. I have been dealing with this bitch about 4 or 5 months. In the second month, a bitch blessed me. In the second month, I blessed a bitch with some great dick. Then after the initial episode, I was strategically stingy with the dick. Since the initial session, I fucked a bitch maybe 4 or 5 times. I did this because this is a really bad bitch, and her conversations in her conversations with me, she has told me quite a few stories of niggas doing sucker shit on her behalf. And that brings me to our latest episode. We went out to see some comedy in Hollywood last week, and we had a good time. After the show, it was my intention to bless our bitch with some dick, and we had spoke about it. However, the following events unfolded. After the comedy show, we was riding back to her crib. I had a playlist going in the Tesla that included a lot of 70s and 80s classics. Heat Wave, GQ, Rick James, Tina Marie, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, and of course, Teddy Pendergrass. When it got to Teddy, I would like to add we was tasting some crucial za. So this may have influenced the episode. Teddy's A Love TKO came on. Then as the song played, a bitch asked, why am I playing this song? I said, Teddy is my guy. Ladies love Teddy. Then a bitch said, I rock with Teddy, but a love TKO? Nigga, what are you trying to say? I said, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to play some good music. I'm not trying to send you no subliminal message and shit. You tripping. Then a bitch was like, I think you need to rethink your playlist. Playing a song like this is some dumb shit. I was like, dumb shit? What the fuck? We was having a good night. Then a bitch was like, we was having a good night until you played that dumbass song. I changed the music to the radio and we rode in silence to a bitch's crib. I pulled up in front of her crib and the bitch said, have a good night, and slammed my door. This was a week and a half ago and I have not heard from the bitch. BossMack, what are your thoughts? Hit the like button for this game. The name of the game is Cop and Blow. You never know when that bitch gonna go. You feel me? And you know, sometimes the littlest shit will trigger a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I would be more, you know, like I would be mindful of them songs that you playing. You know what I'm saying? Some bitches are really triggered. Some bitches really think you are communicating through the songs. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, You want to really be mindful of that on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Some bitches really think you communicating through them songs. And you know, also um, you know, if you deliver good dick and then you get the straight arming a bitch, you know what I'm saying, and you be fucking with a bitch mind, you know what I'm saying, and then you know you know shit can get heightened, different, little shit can get heightened, you know what I'm saying, and I don't think a bitch is gone though. I'm gonna say that. Name of the game is cop and blow. You never know when a bitch gonna go, but I don't think a bitch is completely gone. I think a bitch really just was triggered in that moment, and wanted to you know treat you shitty right in there. You know what I'm saying? And I would just live life and keep doing you, keep shining. You know what I'm saying? And I believe a bitch is gonna circle back. I don't even think you know what I'm saying. That might just have been a momentary thing to see if you get out of position with some begging or pleading or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know. I would definitely lay back and I would not call a bitch. I would just continue to live my life. I wouldn't call a bitch. And then when a bitch called in and tried to act like nothing happened and, get back to normal, I remind a bitch, I was like, I would remind a bitch, hey, you tripped out for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you called me dumb by saying, that song was some dumb shit. I feel like you called me dumb, right there. I didn't appreciate that. I'm just saying, I was just trying to provide vibrations, and I think you took that too serious. But I would be careful with that playlist like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a bitch gone. I don't think a bitch really gone. Hit the like button. Dick not that good then. Bros that leave with horoscope don't make it through my concubine. Bro should have played Turn the Lights Out. Young bitch probably. I wasn't worried. Also, man, also another thing too, man, is I feel like when shit be going good with bitches, like you 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 interacting with a bitch and y'all start hanging and you start fucking and no issues happen. I'm always looking for the first issue to happen. I'm always vigilant for like what's gonna be like the drama, what's gonna be like something to set off some shit, you know, because you could try to, you know, you could try to keep it clean and, you know, have good times with a bitch and, you know, navigate the conversation carefully and all types of shit, but it gotta be some drama. Something gotta ignite drama. There's gotta be a disagreement, and then a bitch take a position. It gotta be some type of drama, something. And I'm always vigilant for that, how that pop up. And whenever the drama happens, you know, it's always like in the negotiations, you gotta be willing to walk away. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta be willing to walk away. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to be like, bitch, we can be done. You know, if you always stand on, bitch, we could be done, you good. You know what I'm saying? No, because when you get to begging a bitch, now let's say if you would have tried to get to begging a bitch after she did a little episode like that, that would have devalued your position, even though you haven't been in contact with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Even though you haven't been in contact with a bitch. See, this is what I call, you know, when you in this no man's land, you don't know if a bitch is gone like this. Episode has happened and a bitch is mad and she done left off and it's been no communication. And you wondering, damn, did I blow a bitch? See, that's when you call the Mac God. You call the Mac God and you ask the Mac God for help, man. You call the Mac God, right? And when you call the Mac God, and ask him for help, the Mac God is gonna tell you, the Mac God is gonna put you on hold and tell you, my bitch ran off too, and put you on hold. You feel me? And then you gonna be on hold going, God damn, the Mac God put me on hold. And then the Mac guy gonna come back and be like, all right, man, it's all good, man. My bitch just came back. It's all good. You feel me? I don't know if y'all can comprehend that. You know what I mean? That's calling the Mac God. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you just be patient and just, you know, hey, man, I guess the bitch is gone, but I hope she come back. I feel like a bitch is gonna come back. That's not a big enough infraction for a bitch to be gone, man. A bitch is gonna call you maybe in about a week or two and act like nothing happened. Hit the like button for this gang. All right. Let's do another reading. Let's do email. You wanna be ready? You wanna be ready? So, my final analysis, like I said, a bitch is not gone. It's a bump in the road. It's a bump in the road. Hit the like button for this guy. Hey. Another reader, listener, email. All right, a nigga from St. Louis writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 30-year-old nigga out here getting to it as a mechanic for Metro Transit. I also have a car detailing business. Right now, I have one bitch on the team. However, I feel like I may have blown a bitch. Here is what has happened. My bitch is a 27-year-old bad bitch that also works for Metro Transit as a data entry manager. Now, to keep it a buck, I'm a little overweight, but I am working on that in a real way. And even though I can lose a few pounds, I keep my drip right. I try to stay with that shit on. I have been hanging out with this bitch almost 2 months. I fucked her twice. And we seem to be vibing. All of this was up to last weekend. A bitch came by my crib with one of her homegirls about 3 in the afternoon on a Saturday. I was in my Suburban in front of my crib with the door open. I was sitting in the driver's seat. They pulled up. I was happy to see a bitch. They had a blunt and asked me if I had a lighter. I turned and reached in my back seat for a lighter that I had there. And my shirt came up and my pants was kind of sagging and I could feel the air on my ass and the bitches started laughing. I gave the bitches a glimpse of my ass crack. I gave the bitches the lighter and they was still laughing. I tried to play it off and her homegirl said, nigga, them pants was too small and tight and that Gucci belt couldn't even keep them up. And they laughed more. I tried to play it off, but I could feel my suckaism. We had some light chit chat and they hit the blunt a few times. We was supposed to link up that night and the bitch canceled. I talked to the bitch the next day and the vibes was different. I also would like to say this is a bitch that normally fucks with street niggas and her baby daddy is in the feds. I spoke to a bitch a few days later and a bitch told me outright, seeing the crack of my ass was rough on a bitch. I still haven't really linked up with her. Do you think I've blown a bitch? Hit the like button for this game. All right. Certain shit like, certain shit seem like stupid shit that you should be able to get past. But certain shit just wipe you out. You know what I'm saying? It'll just wipe you out. Like, you can't let it happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in your mind. You gotta be thinking of these things. You know what I'm saying? It compromise your manhood. You know what I'm saying? You know. A bitch seeing the crack of your ass with her homegirl, you know what I'm saying, is insurmountable. Because the homegirl, the bitch saw it. Now, if the bitch was there by herself, it would have still been devastating. But it's more devastating when her friends see it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she probably was pulling up with her homegirl to kind of show you off a little bit. Like, let's go by my nigga, you know. Let's pull up on him. You know what I'm saying? You know. And, that narrative of them seeing the crack of your ass, see that, she's the homegirl is telling that to the other bitches. You know what I'm saying? And Kenny Blanco! And man, and it's one of them things, man, where you just gotta kind of, you gotta accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things you just gotta accept it, and you gotta be like, I can't go out like that no more. I can't let that happen to me no more. You know what I'm saying? I can't let that happen. You can't let that type of stuff happen, man. I'm quite sure on further review, you realize you could have just got out the Suburban and then walked all the way around to the other side and just kind of got, it's a whole lot of ways you could have did that. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention wearing different size clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm always fascinated off of the fat niggas wearing. I'm always fascinated by niggas that's overweight wearing the tight shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm always fascinated by that. Now, when you overweight, that ain't no reason that you can't have bitches. You know what I'm saying? You still, if you overweight, you still can have bitches, but you gotta make sure you know what I'm saying, you on point. You know what I'm saying? Appropriate gear, smelling good, you crispy. You can still have bitches, but you can't do shit like, it shouldn't even be possible for your crack to be seen. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be possible for that. You know what I'm saying? And this is a case where you just gotta charge some shit to the game. Now the bitch might not be gone. If you fall back and, right now, like, you know what? I would just fall back and let a bitch live, right? Don't even bother a bitch. And see if a bitch reach back for you. You know what I'm saying? Let a bitch live. See if a bitch reach back for you. If a bitch don't reach back for you, let it go. Let it go. Get down on a new bitch. Don't make these mistakes. Live and learn. Live and learn. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of ways, it's good that happened to you, so you know that could happen to you, and you need to avoid it. And it's penalties for that. You know what I'm saying? It's penalties for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And and in the future, you move better. You can't let that type of shit happen. You can't let that type of shit happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get this, just be like, you know what? I'm going to correct that. I'm not going to let shit like that happen in the future. I'm going to correct that behavior. I'm going to correct it. I'm going to do better. You know what I'm saying? And, I suggest you get out there and add some new bitches to the team to make yourself feel better right now. Get out there, move around, start talking to some more bitches, and make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but you can't let shit like that happen. Hit the like button for this game. Better get in the gym, bro, and that there. Yeah, that's a fact. He said Raw started that shit. I be noticing the Midwest niggas be wearing that tight shit still though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wearing loose fit shit out here now. You know what I mean? But I notice in the Midwest, it's a lot of niggas still wearing tight shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas. Do it for you, not that bet. Well, the bitch might be gone, so you ain't doing it for the bitch. Yeah, you gotta do it for yourself, man. Hit the like button for this guy. Yeah, man. Shout out to that fake plant over there, man. I like that fake plant right there, man. I had to get some fake plants, man. You know the BossMack was in here killing plants, you know what I'm saying? Trying to have live plants in here, man. The motherfuckers dying and shit. No matter what, they fucking die and shit, man. I was tired of killing plants. Shout out to the fake plants. Demetrius Rousseau, maintain your health for you, not the bitches. Facts. Facts. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. You know, I hope all you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. Remember to spray yourself with sour bitch repellent. You know what I'm saying? Spray yourself with sour bitch repellent before you leave the crib, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know what I mean? Spray yourself with sour bitch repellent, man. And I've appreciated you guys today. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this gang. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Abundance. Abundance say that's it. Yeah, that's it, man. Shit, 2.5 hours, man. Been on here 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, man. I got to get to shipping out orders. Red Jet Shell, your shit should be there today. Your shit should be there today. Your shit should be there today. Chuck Spears, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. All right. And I'm out. Happy bitches are bomb as fuck. They bomb, bro. Happy bitches. Wait a minute. That shit ain't working. Is that working?